Today I'm going to talk about the new Trust Cashback Card and its 15% cashback rate. And let's get straight to the point. This is not a true 15% cashback card. You won't get anywhere near this rate. Nonetheless, this card still has some value in certain scenarios, so you might want to pay attention. If you want to sign up for it, just sign up through your Trust app, and if you are a new Trust user, use my promo code found in the description box below for sign up rewards. Remember also to subscribe to the Telegram for great deals and updates. This month you can get as much as $400 to $450 in vouchers per card that you sign up for. Here's how the new Trust Cashback Card works. New Trust Bank customers will get 1.5% cashback, while all other users will get 1% cashback on most kinds of spend except from commonly excluded transactions. This cashback is also instant once the transaction is posted, and instant is always better than waiting. Now, of course, 1.5 to 1% cashback is pretty weak rates, so on top of that, every quarter you're able to pick 1 out of 6 different categories to get a higher cashback rate. The categories are dining, shopping, travel, wellness, transport, and entertainment. You also need to spend a certain amount each month for 3 consecutive months to earn more cashback on your selected category. According to Trust Bank, if you spend $500 per month, you get 5% bonus cashback on your selected category. For $1,000 per month, you get 10% bonus cashback, and finally, for $2,000 per month, also for 3 consecutive months, you will get 15% bonus cashback. Now, if that's all to it, this will be an excellent card, but there are of course a big catch to this, and the catch here is that there are very small quarterly caps for the bonus cashback rates. At the different tiers, the quarterly cashback cap is $30 for the 5% cashback tier, $100 for the 10% cashback tier, and $250 for the 15% cashback tier. For those who are calculating, this also means that you will never actually hit anywhere near the cashback rates advertised. For instance, if you spend $500 per month on, say, dining for 3 consecutive months, you will expect to get $75 cashback since they say it's 5% cashback, right? You will only get $30, which is actually just 2% cashback, which is a miserable rate. For $1,000 per month for 3 months, that totals $3,000, and the maximum cashback you can get is $100, which is actually 3.33% cashback. Of course, if you try to hit the headline 15% cashback rate by spending $2,000 per month on, say, travel, you will rack up $6,000 of spend and run into the $250 cashback cap. $250 on $6,000 of spend is only 4.17% cashback. Now, 4.17% earn rate is borderline decent, I guess, but I think the main issue here is that yet again we are seeing another example of deceptive marketing. In my earlier video talking about the recent UOB Evo nerf, I also called out UOB for deceptive marketing because what's stopping any bank from coming out with a card that says 100% cashback, but it's only capped at $10 cashback with a minimum spend of $10,000, right? That's quite ridiculous, and it is perhaps worse coming from a bank that decided to call itself Trust Bank. Dubious marketing aside, there are some ways to make use of this card. Since the cashback cap is $250 for the $2,000 per month tier, what you can do is keep your spending on the bonus category to around $1,667 within the 3 months and spend the remaining amount on stuff outside of your selected category to earn the card's base earn rate of 1% cashback. That will net you $250 cashback from the bonus category and about $43 for the other spending. That's 4.89% cashback rate, which really isn't too bad if your spending habit fits, and it's kind of like the old UOB1 card before its 5% rate was nerfed to 3.33% cashback. Now, if you wish to optimize the cashback rates for your other tiers, here's how you can do it. For the $500 per month tier, make sure your spend on the bonus category is just $600 with the remaining $900 in the quarter on other eligible spend. Now, why $600? Because 5% on $600 will max out the $30 on the bonus category, and then you will get 1% on the $900 spend, which is $9, making your effective cashback rate 2.6%. For the $1,000 per month tier, similarly, your bonus category spend should be only about $1,000 to max out the $100 cap, and the remaining $2,000 should be put on other eligible spend. This will net you $100 cashback for the bonus category and $20 for the other spend. This is an effective 4% cashback rate. Quarterly spend mechanic, as usual, is pretty troublesome because if you miss a single month, you will lose cashback across all 3 months. Such a mechanic means that you need to have consistent spending habits each month for this card to be suitable for you. The way I see it, if your spending habits fit into tier 2 and tier 3 of this card, right, this is actually better than UOB1, but having to watch your category spend and also having to stick to a consistent monthly spend just feels like too much trouble for me. And if I'm willing to take a little bit more trouble, there are so many other cards that give 6 to 8% to even 17.5% cashback. So this card just doesn't really feel super good to me. However, there is a second use case for this card, and it is for overseas spend because Trust Cashback Card has zero foreign transaction fee. The card uses Visa's exchange rate and charges 0% fee, so you're very close to the rates you will find on Google. You can even get the base 1% cashback, so this is already better than cards like Utrip. And if you can hit the quarterly cashback mechanic of this card using your overseas spend, hey, that means you can get up to 4.9% depending on which tier you hit on your overseas transactions. Now that's really very good considering how you either have to use travel cards that typically don't give rewards, or you could use credit cards that do give rewards but have high transaction fees. A common and good way to deal with overseas transactions would be using City Rewards with Amaze. Now, Amaze markup is typically around 2%, and you get Insta Points, which can be considered a 0.5% rebate if you manage to hit at least 2,000 Insta Points. In return, you get as much as 4 miles per dollar from your City Rewards card. Now that is about 1.5 to 2% cost for 4 miles per dollar, which is a great way to get miles. Since miles can be used for around 1 to 1.5 cents of value, it's like getting about 4 to 6% of value before considering the markup, and after considering the higher fee, you still get around 2 to 4% of value. This of course takes some work and assumes you redeem your miles effectively. Also, cards like City Rewards has a monthly cap of just $1,000 per month, while there is no limit to Trust Cashback Card's 1% earn rate. Against travel cards like Utrip and iChange, as I mentioned, Trust Cashback Card compares very favorably because they will have pretty similar rates, but Trust Cashback Card's 1% cashback will tilt things in its favor pretty easily. Utrip and iChange allow you to exchange foreign currencies ahead of your trip, which Trust Cashback Card does not support, but that is both a pro and a con depending on how you view it. Some may prefer Utrip or iChange because they are able to convert currencies when they think that exchange rates are in their favor, while Trust Cashback Card users won't have to deal with the hassle of managing different currencies. For those who just want a fast free way to save on their overseas spend, I think that the Trust Cashback Card is actually very good for this purpose. I'm going to do a piece comparing different travel cards soon, so definitely subscribe to the Telegram for updates. Now, of course, again, if you can hit the quarterly spend mechanic, you are getting upwards of 4.9% cashback on your Trust card for overseas transaction. Yeah, so this is pretty good. Now, as a Trust credit card, this card also does things like give you bonus interest rate for your Trust bank account. That's additional 1% per annum for NTUC Union members and 0.5% per annum for everyone else. Trust Bank also offers stamp cards where you can get free things like free teh, free kopi, free nasi lemak or cookies, etc. when you use your Trust card at different shops and eateries. So these are added perks which are pretty nice even though the list of merchants are very limited. But when I'm at kopitiam buying my teh, right, I will definitely use a Trust card because when you buy 4 cups of tea, you get a free one. And that's like 20% rebate, and that's not misleading. So in all, the Trust Cashback Card doesn't get anywhere near the 15% cashback that it advertises, and I feel like this kind of misleading marketing is something that our regulators should clamp down on, but the card itself nonetheless has some value, especially as a travel card. Now for more updates and a future comparison against other cards, subscribe to my Telegram and check out this video where I talk about my credit card strategy for the rest of 2024, and see you in that video.